Yo, what's up guys, it's Melontosh here, and I'm back with a brand new Pokemon Showdown live for you guys today, and we're rocking out in the Aurus OU tier, of course, and I'm rocking out with the Lapras in the OU tier, because I was looking at Lapras. I was looking at this little guy right here, Crush the Lapras, with the leftovers, the Water Absorb, the Ice Beam, the Hydro Bomb, the Toxic, and the Protect, and I was like, yo, why are you not good? You got Water Absorb, that's like Scald Spam dealt with, you know, and I was like, why are you not good? And I was like, yo, bulky water types are good, at least, like, I know why he's not OU, but, you know, UU, like, come on, man. Come on, you're PU. What you doing down there? You got 130 base HP, 80 defense, 85 attack, 85 special attack, 95 def, and 60 speed. It's not the greatest speed, but I mean, you're a wall. So, you get D-Dance as well, so that's crazy. That's crazy. And 130 base HP, that's loads. And I figured those two things. One, you don't have reliable recovery, which is kind of a bummer. You don't have Scald, and of course you have that good old Ice typing, which sucks bananas. Because basically what it does is means that he no longer resists fire, and he no longer resists steel. Two really good typings in the OU tier that bulky waters resist, that he does not resist. But I figured, you know what, I'm going to use him anyway, because I'm just that kind of guy. And next up is, I thought I'd match him with a Breloom. Basically, this is just fully physically defensive, actually takes it reasonably well. So I've got a physically the Breloom with Toxic Orb, Poison Heal, Spore Substitute, Sword Stance, and Focus Punch. If I get up at SD, Focus Punch actually does so much damage. It's actually crazy. I've got fully specially defensive, so that it, I don't think I'm. Scarf Lando's U-turn is a roll to break my subs. That's cool. Next up, we've got a really bulky team this week. We've got Alduin, the Mega Charizard X with the Charizard X, of course, Tough Claws, obviously. Willows, Roost, Flare Blitz, and Earthquake. I know he's not got anything in attack, but he actually still hits like a truck because of those Tough Claws boosts, plus the fact that he's just a Charizard X and it's Stab, Flare Blitz, and it just takes lives, and then Earthquakes for Heatran. I think they can switch in on us when they realize that we're bulky. So that's kind of cool. Next up is Speckles, the Excadrill Life Orb with Sand Rush. Rapid Spin, Earthquake, Iron Head, and Rock Slide. The other thing about good old Crush over here is that it is weak to rocks. So it takes 25% when it comes in along with Alduin. So we want something to get rid of rocks. We've got two things to get rid of rocks this match, but they're both offensive, so it's kind of meh. So we've got Rapid Spin, Earthquake, Iron Head, Rock Slide. Really, really simple. To get up the sand for good old Speckles to sweep is Modo, the Hippowdon with a Smooth Rock, Sand Stream, of course. Earthquake, Stone Edge, Slack Off, and Stealth Rock. Just the normal, really, really standard Hippo set. And next up is Tweety Pie, the Zapdos with leftovers, Pressure, Thunderbolt, Heat Wave, Hitting Power Ice, and Defogs. That's the second Defogger. This is bulky offensive Zapdos that actually hits like a truck as well. But I've got leftovers, so it's a little bit, stays around for a little bit longer. You know, it floats around and gets Defogs off and stuff. So we're going up against, in our first match, against Hida Burita. Is this like a play on Hida Fajita? I don't even know if that's how you spell it. Hida Fajita? I'm going to hit a Burrito here, which means these sets are going to be crazy, but these don't really normally be, like if it was Joey and Blunder and all that jazz and Envy and all that, you already know. Actually, well, that's something that I have no idea. It might not be. It might be. But I think they'd be using like Pillow Swine and like, I don't know, crazy stuff. But anyway, expect the unexpected is all I'm going to say. I'm actually going to leave my Crush, expecting him to lead with the Lando. If he does leave with Lando, then it's probably competitive. He does leave with Lando. So it seems like this guy's competitive team. So I think I might just go straight for a Toxic. Or I might just Ice Beam. I think I'm just going to Ice Beam. He just goes for a U-turn. So maybe I should have Hydro Pump predicting the Heatran to come in. And I'm going to regret not going for Toxic if something else comes in. Keldeo actually comes in. Wish I'd gone for Toxic, 100%. So we don't see leftovers on this thing, which means it's probably not sub. So I'm going to go for Protect here and see what he wants to go for. As he goes for a Secret Sword, as I am just going to go out into my Zapdos. I wonder if I think he's probably choice locked. So I'm just going to go into Zapdos here as he does pull a double out into the Lando. So I wonder what Lando's going to go for. I think he's actually going to go for Rocks or something, but I think he's Scarfed. So I'm just going to give him Power Ice. I'm actually going to outspeed. I'm almost going to take this Lando out, but not quite. He gets up his Rocks, and I'm just going to follow up with a Heat Wave in case he wants to go into his Sizzle. But if he goes into Heatran, which would make a lot more sense, then I kind of want a Thunderbolt, but he could just sack this thing off. So I'm actually just going to go Hidden Power Ice in case he goes into Heatran. He does, of course, go into the Heatran. Well, I say of course, but he does go into the Heatran. And I am actually, we do see the leftovers on this thing, so I'm actually just going to get a Defog off. Yeah, I'm just going to get a Defog off. This Lando is really weakened So that's cool. He goes for a Magnet Storm. That sucks bananas. That really sucks bananas. That means I can't switch out here. So I am just gonna have to stay in and go for a Thunderbolt. As that Magnet, he does outspeed me. That Magnet Storm, another one's not gonna take me out, but Thunderbolt should hurt this Heatran because don't. And oh, he goes for an Earth Power, predicting me to Roost. As I'm just gonna go for a Thunderbolt here, because I don't actually have Roost, so that'll be why I didn't go for it. Otherwise, I probably would have done. But then again, either way, he outspeeds me, so I don't understand that. He goes for a Magnet Storm and he misses. So that sucks. I'm gonna go for another Thunderbolt here, and I'm really weakened down this Heatran, which is fabulous for me. And I think I'm just gonna go for another Thunderbolt here. There's no reason for me not to. He goes for the Magnet Storm and he does manage to take me out, which is absolutely fair enough by my opponent. So I think Alduin's probably going to outspeed. If not, I don't see him going for an Earth Power, but nonetheless, I don't know if I really want to risk it. So yeah, I'm just gonna go out to Alduin anyway because I don't see him going for an Earth Power. I can take one. I'm gonna Mega Evolve. I could do Will-O-Wisp, predicting him to switch out because he's probably gonna think I outspeed him. Yeah, I'm gonna. That's such a good play because Charizard can do a lot for me right now. I'm gonna Will-O-Wisp. He stays in, of course he stays in, and he goes for the taunt. So that's actually really quite good because I went for the Will-O-Wisp. Now I can just Earthquake here, as he's probably just going to Earth Power. He does indeed Earth Power. It does 60% to me, and I'm just going to go for the Earthquake and take out the Heatran. As we go to 5-5, but the Lando is really weakened, and so is that's it, and so is my Charizard. So that's cool. But Lando is really weakened. If I can get rid of this Sizzle, then Lapras can just Toxic all day, and that's going to be fabulous. Charizard's a really good switching in the Scizor as well, as he just goes out into the Keldeo. And I mean, he's probably just going to Secret Sword. He could Scald, but I mean, Secret Sword's neutral, so there's no reason for him not to Secret Sword. So I'm going to go on to Modo. On this Secret Sword, hopefully, Keldeo actually puts work in on this team. He does just go for the Scald, so that really sucks. Hopefully no burn, which is fab, absolutely fab. So I'm going to go on to Crush here. I should have gone on to Crush, could have gone my Instinct, but I wanted to save him. He goes for the Scald here, and I'm just going to go for a Toxic. As he does go into the Scizor, I actually think I can take one. I'm going to go for a Hydro Pump and see what happens. Because it's actually going to be his Mega. He's probably going to SD. That was a really bad decision. He actually goes for the U-turn on me. So that's cool. Because what I can do here is I can just go for a Hydro Pump on anything that comes in. And nothing really wants to take it. I mean, Keldeo maybe. But I can just Hydro Pump. I missed. That sucks. Chip damage would have been really nice. I'm actually going to Protect here again. Just to see what this Keldeo wants to go for. It means I can predict it. I know he's choice locked, so he goes for a Secret Sword. And that's when I realize I don't really have a switch in. I'm actually going to sack Lapras here. It doesn't really do much this game, as he actually switches out into the Tornadus on my Toxic. That is incredible. That is absolutely incredible, as I am just going to follow up with a... I'm actually going to Protect. I think he's going to U-turn, so I'm going to Protect, try to get some more Toxic damage on this thing. He goes for a Superpower, as a matter of fact. Interesting. Very interesting. I am actually just going to stay in and go for the Ice Beam. This should do a decent amount of damage. He goes for Superpower. That does not take me out. With a crit, that does not take me out. That is annoying that he critted me, though, because I might be able to actually live another one. As I go for the Ice Beam, like just one shot, this Tornadus. Man, Lapras just walling a Tornadus. Right, okay, that's cool. So he goes out into this Sizzle here. Into the Scyther. Into this Scyther. I need to get a Calc up / Calc. So I need to get a Calc up here. And I need to see where, what, how. What? So let's just say your offensive sword then. To a Charizard. A Charizard X-Bolt, you Will-O-Wisp. But the punch is 12 to 15%. And I'm on 39. So I can take 2 of any one hit. I think so I'm going to go out into my Charizard. He goes for the U-turn. I resist that, which is Coolio, and it's Julio. As he's probably just going to go out into Latias. As he goes out into Keldeo, that's cool. I am going to sack Crush. If he goes for the Scald, then that's his boo-boo. He goes for the Secret Sword. That's a good play, of course. As I am just going to go out to Brub, because I can live any one hit, and I can go for a Spore. If this thing wants to go to sleep, that would be my dream. I mean, his best play is actually going to Lando. As he goes on to Scizor, oh no, that's not good for him. As I get my Toxic Orb off, yeah. I'm actually going to go into, I mean, what does he go into? Keldeo, maybe? No. Latias, maybe. I'm going to sub. He just stays in. So I'm going to SD here, hoping he stays in again. I really just... Oh, you wake up. That's so annoying. Oh, that's so annoying. So he wakes up second turn. That sucks. I just needed him to sleep for 3 turns then. I should have just focus punched. But then, I mean... That is so annoying. I really need that scissor of sleep as well. So that's Guten Tagen for us. That's Guten Tagen. This has been a fast-paced match. This is definitely not heated for heated. I'll tell you that right now. He just goes down to this thing. I'm just going to Spore. I don't think he can do anything to me, really. He goes for the U-turn. That's cool. I am just going to Spore once again. I eat that up so well. It's incredible. As he goes down to Latias, that's fabulous. I'm going to go for a substitute. He doesn't wake up first turn, which is cool. And I am just going to click Focus Punch this time. I'm not going to bother around with this SD bullcrap because this Latias is probably going to wake up soon. And I'm going to Focus Punch. And it does over half. And I'm just going to go for another Focus Punch here. As he doesn't even wake up. So something else on the team is going to be taking a huge Focus Punch from this +1 Breloom, who's now back at full health. So this is just lush. And I can put something else to sleep. So I'm going to put you to sleep. He goes for a U-turn. Whatever comes in is going... I imagine he's going to go out into Lando. Yeah, he goes out into Lando here. And I'm actually just going to Focus Punch as he stays in. That is a mistake on his part. If I'd gone for sub, I basically could have won. But Breloom is basically pretty much sweeping his team right now, as I'm going to go back to almost full health after that Rocky Helmet damage. As he goes out into Keldeo here. And you're not asleep, so I don't think you can one-shot me, Keldeo. So I'm just going to go for the Spore here. If you can, it's not the end of the way. He goes for Hidden Power Bug, probably, I'd imagine, on Keldeo. Makes sense. That's the only thing I can really think of that makes sense. I am going to sub here, hoping he doesn't wake up. He doesn't wake up, which is cool. And I'm just going to go for a Focus Punch. This will take out the Keldeo, and then I can put the Sizzle to sleep. He definitely didn't play great around this Breloom, but Breloom is just a jock, and we are going to get our first win with this team with freaking Focus Punch, sub, Toxic Hills Breloom just putting in the work. So I'm going to go for a Spore here. As he goes for a U-turn, I am going to Spore. I mean, my best place to sub, but I really don't need to, so I'm going to go for an SD. I'm just going to go for an SD. He already woke up second turn once. I mean, I'll just get a Focus Punch, which is great. Hopefully we can get this kill. Can we get this kill? Breloom, just knock him out. Oh, so close. Oh my god, that's actually so close. So Breloom, we're going to go for another Focus Punch here. We turn on Focus. He wakes up, so that sucks. He goes for a U-turn here. And actually, I think I'm just gonna... The quickest way to do this is just to go into Alduin. I want to see if I can live 2. I can't even live 2. That sucks. So I'm just going for the Flare Blitz. I might be able to live a Bullet Punch though, because it's actually weaker. I know it's not Technician, it's not weaker. It's actually stronger. So I'm not going to be able to live this with Alduin, which means I'm going to have to go a long way anyway with Breloom. He goes for a Bullet Punch, and it's resisted, and he takes me out. Actually... Well, yeah, I can just go into Speckles and go for an Earthquake, right? I don't see why not. I outspeed you. I outspeed your ass. So I go for an Earthquake. We take him out with Speckles. That is going to be a good game. We get our first win with this team, which is fabulous. I'm not that high on the ladder, I don't think, but oh well. So we're going for another match here because this is fun. So we see another Lando, which means straight away, actually. I mean, I think he's going to lead with the Volcarona, so I'm actually going to lead with Tweety Pie because it deals with Lando as well. So that's kind of my thought process there. Is that I think he's going to lead with the Volcanion, as he does lead with the Volcanion. So I'm not going to mess around with this thing whatsoever, and I'm just going to go for a Thunderbolt. I'm not messing around with this thing. Wow, heavy track. Heavy track. On to the next one. So yeah, I mean, he could stay in here predicting me to go for HPI. He may not want to go into Lando. He doesn't go into Lando. He goes down to Blues. That makes sense. HPI still would have been my best play. I don't really have the best switch in for this thing, and I might just stay in Hidden Power Ice because, I mean, Tweety Pie doesn't really do too much against me. It checks Volcanion, of course. So does Speckles, though. And if I play around it correctly, I can do some shenanigans. So I think I'm going to go for HPIs here, as he's probably just going to drop Draco. I can live that. Yep, of course I can live that. I'm a freaking Zapdos. As I'm just going to go for HPIs here. And there's 45%. So what I'm going to do now is I think I might switch into Crush here. I think I'm switching to Crush here. He just drops another Draco on me. That does a decent amount. Jesus Christ, considering. So I think he might try and save this thing. So I'm going to go for the Toxic. Worst comes to worst, he's not going to do that much. He goes for a cover, actually. So I'm going to go for the Toxic here and I'm going to get some decent damage off. I think he's going to switch out again. I mean, it makes sense. So I'm going to double Toxic. Because he's going for the recover here. So I think he is going to switch out again. And I'm going to go for the double Toxic onto the Volcanion. And I'm not sure if this thing's going to be choice locked or not, but I think he's going to go for flamethrower, but I'm going to protect just to make sure. Like, this thing can't set up. I can go for flame charges, but then protect stops that anyway. So I can see what type of Volcanion this is. Well, not really, actually. I don't really get any information. As he just goes for a steam eruption. So I think I might be able to live one flamethrower. Worst comes to worst, I don't. And I'm just going to go for an ice beam to get some damage off. As he goes for steam eruption, he forgets that I'm a Lapras and I've got water absorb. I go for the ice beam. Toxic damage is starting to rack up, and I'm just going to go for. I might just go for another ice beam. I'm just going to go for another ice beam here. Nothing on his team like really wants to take an ice beam, so he gets the water absorb. I just fire up an ice beam here, so that's quite clever getting the water absorb off. Looking at his team, this is definitely mega. So I think I'm just going to go out into, I think I might have to sack Tweety Pie here. Yeah, because I've done quite a lot of damage to this Volcanion. So I'm going to sack Tweety Pie here, as he's probably just going to go for a Hyper Voice, I'd imagine. It does just go for a Hyper Voice, definitely the best play for my opponent. As I'm just going to go out into Charizard. I've actually seen people stay in here, so I'm not actually going to Mega Evolve. I'm actually just going to go for a Flare Blitz here. Because I see people go in and just go for a Side Shock, thinking I'm Y or something. Just goes for a Hyper Voice here, I resist that. I'm just going to go for a Flare Blitz, and I don't knock him out. That's cray. So all I'm going to do here is just go for the Roost. He goes for the Side Shock, that doesn't quite take me out, but I go for a Roost. And should I Roost again? Or do I make a play? Yeah, I think I'm going to go for a Roost again. He goes for a Taunt. Oh, I should. That's a good play having a Taunt on this thing. Do I want to swap this thing? I mean, he's going for Side Shock, so I can go into Modo. I can't really take 2 hits. I kind of have to, just in case he decides to go out into the Volcanion. I'm going for an Earthquake. And plus, if he does go into Lando, I don't really want to take Flare Blitz damage plus Rocky Helmet if he has that. So I'm just going to go for an Earthquake. He goes for a Side Shock and corrects me, which is actually a massive problem, because I don't have anything that outspeeds this thing. So I'm going to go out into Modo Mode here. I'm just going to go out into Modo Mode here. And my plan is going to be to go for Stealth Rocks. I think I might have to sack Breloom. Oh my god, another crit. That really sucks ass. But he does of course go down to sound damage, so that's why I can get up my rocks there, which is fabulous. Fabulous Targon, fabulous Wagon. I don't know what he wants to go out to. The great thing about having rocks up, it doesn't look like he's a defogger. So Tornadus is basically not getting his regenerator, and this thing is a problem. So I think I'm just going to sack Breloom. Yeah, I'm just going to sack Breloom. It's kind of my only option right now because I need extra drill to win this game. So I'm going to go to Draco Meter. He, of course, just takes me out easy peasy, lemon and squeezy. I'm just going to go out into Speckles here, I think. Yeah, I'm just going to go out into Speckles. Nothing we want to take an Iron Head. He should just let this thing go down. If he wants to go out into Lando, then it's slowly getting worn down, which is fabulous. And I'm going to have to go out into Lapras here because I need to wear down this Lando to a point where actually you can take it out at -1, which is cool. And then everything on his team does with itself. So that's fine. He does make the good play and just sack off his Latios here. I feel like Lando's coming out here. Anything else is just going to drop to Excadrill. So that's a good sign. The good sign is that all I need is Sand Up and Excadrill out, and I win this game if Lando's gone. So it's probably going to take, honestly, it's probably going to take my opponent misplaying. What I'm going to have to do is I can wear down this Volcanion, so he does go out into Lando original. Don't know why it's called original. I'm not sure about that, but cool. I'm going to go out into Crush here. On this Earthquake, I should take it reasonably well, unless he's really offensive, in which case it's going to be easier for us to wear him down anyway. So Volcanion's poisoned. So is Tornadus, I think. No, it's not. Volcanion's the only thing poisoned. So the question is, does he go? What does he go out into on my? He goes for Earthquake. It does 29% to me, so that's cool. You are indeed offensive. So I think I'm just gonna go for this simple Ice Beam here. I'm just gonna go for the simple Ice Beam here. I think his Volcanion is his logical switch in, but I can wear that thing down rather easily, which is cool. He just goes for a U-turn, showing me that he's not scarfed, okay, which is interesting. And he does have leftovers, which sucks. Really sucks. He goes out into Raikou. I thought that might actually be the case. So I'm gonna go for the Ice Beam here. Do we see leftovers? No, that was reasonably bulky though, I think. I feel like this thing is a Assault Vest. I'm gonna go for the Protect, but I'm also gonna run a Calc because this game is still winnable, even though we made some misplays. And yeah, this game is definitely still winnable. So Lapras, just a normal Ice Beam from a Lapras onto a Raikou. If you're Assault Vested, my Ice Beam should do 17% if you're assault vest. He goes for signal beam. So that's interesting. That's very interesting. So my ice beam did 19%. So to me, your to me, he's assault vest. I'm going for a toxic here. As he goes for a hidden power, it'll resist that. He goes for hidden power ice. As I set off my toxic here. That's great. We're going to slowly wear this thing down, which is really, really, really needed. Unfortunately, the sand is kind of helping me wear this thing down, but it's also keeping Lapras at low health. Actually, no, this thing isn't assault vest because it's got leftovers. Oh no, it doesn't. That's cool. So that's cool. It's gonna get worn down slowly and surely. He goes for another hidden power as I just protect here. I think he's gonna Thunderbolt here. I'm gonna make the play out into Modo as I think he's actually gonna Thunderbolt. I think that makes sense for him to Thunderbolt. Yes, he goes for the Thunderbolt. It just made sense in my mind for him to Thunderbolt as he almost goes down to toxic damage. He can't go for another Thunderbolt here, so I'm just going to go straight back out into my Crush here just to save the Hippowdon. And we managed to wear down this Raikou really, really nicely. And that play into Hippowdon was really good. Okay, man. So he does go for the hidden power, and we take that on the chin. We really, 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 really take that on the chin. So that was really good. We wore down that Raikou, which is actually a bit of a threat to my team. So. I mean, Lapras does really well against the rest of his team. As we see this thing come in, I'm just going to protect. I am just going to protect. He can just flamethrower here. And that's going to be Fire Blast. Okay, so that's going to be a struggle. But he does take 6% from the Sandstorm, and he's going to take toxic damage. So my play here, really, because he's going to kill me and he outspeeds me, is to go for the double protect here. It's my best play all round because there's really no lose-lose. He's going to go down whether I go for an attacking move or not. He's not going to switch out. So I go for the double protect. It fails. That's fair enough. He goes for Fire Blast. He connects it, and he takes me out with a crit. So double protect was definitely my best play there. He should go down to toxic damage. No, he doesn't. But I'm just going to Speckles here. And it's not looking great. There's no way he... Yeah, this Lando is too bad. It's all good. It's okay. It's okay. We didn't really get that lucky in my opinion anyway, so it doesn't bother me whatsoever. Because I don't think crits is what luck's about. It's when you get your crits that is the hacks, if that makes sense, is when you get them. So, I mean, I really want to pull through this game, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. So he gets his attack drop. He is just going to EQ here, and the Sandstorm is still raging. So basically, we have to go for flinch, right? The way we win this game is by going for flinches. The Sandstorm is indeed raging. So, I mean, do I switch out into Modo? I don't think there's many turns left. I'm going to go for an iron head here. I get a crit. Do I get the flinch? No, I don't get the flinch, and that is going to be GG. I mean, if I'd switch out, then I would have got that crit. I would have killed him. But that's cool. I didn't really deserve to win that game. That is good game. That is good game, my friend. I didn't really deserve to win that game. I'm not actually quite sure what I could have done differently. I think I could have... I mean, yeah, I started off the game so badly, didn't I? I started off the game like literally like AIDS on toast, like I ate some AIDS on toast. But I think I played really, really well against that Raikou. My opponent definitely played well. The team's not like a good team, so I didn't really have much for Latios anyway. But yeah, I'm happy. That was really fun for me. But that's gonna be all for me today, guys. We had 2 matches. It's gonna be slightly shorter live. I kind of fancy doing it like this, and I am back. And I'm gonna be hopefully uploading much more frequently, and you guys can hopefully see this Lapras team one more time in a live. If you guys want, I can do a team builder. Let me know in the description down below if you want to see a team builder, and I'll leave the team in the paste bin. It's not a great team, so I don't know why you'd want it, but it's fun to use. That's gonna be all for me today, guys. If you guys enjoyed it, that's gonna be all from me today, guys. If you guys did enjoy today's video, please leave a like rating down below. If you're feeling funky, then go ahead and subscribe. But other than that, I'll smell you later.